This lesson is going to introduce you to the word αὐτός, αὐτή, αὐτό. It's going to decline largely like a first and second declension adjective. And by largely, I mean in the masculine. It's going to decline like a second declension masculine. The feminine is going to decline like a first declension feminine. It's the neuter that's going to be slightly odd, but it's only going to be odd in the nominative and accusative plural, singular rather, αὐτό. If it were like a second declension neuter, you'd expect a nu there. There is no nu there. So declining this word is going to be pretty easy. The challenge, or the thing to keep in mind, is that it can be translated in three different ways depending on how it's being used. So I'll focus a bit about those three different ways at the end of this lesson. But first, to decline it, like I said, it declines like a first and second declension adjective, masculine, feminine, neuter here. So αὐτός, αὐτού, αὐτό, αὐτόν, αὐτόι, αὐτόν, αὐτόις, αὐτούς. Feminine, αὐτέ, αὐτές, αὐτέ, αὐτέιν, αὐτάι, αὐτόν, αὐτάις, αὐτάς. And then in the neuter, remember I said the nominative and accusative singular are a little odd. There's no nu, so it's αὐτό, αὐτού, αὐτό, αὐτό, αὐτά, αὐτόν, αὐτόις, αὐτά. So the plural and the other cases are perfectly normal, exactly what you'd expect. So declining is no problem. Let's move on to seeing how they're used. Now, the first use can be as an attributive adjective in the attributive position. Remember, the attributive is after the article, so between the article and the noun, or we can just repeat the article if we like. And in this case, it's going to mean same. So ho αὐτός strategos, the same general, or in the accusative tein aŭtein epistolein, the same letter. And the way to keep this in mind is this is our English word order, right? The same general, the same letter. So in the attributive position, translate it as same. In the predicative position, after the noun, it's going to mean self. Right, so him, her, or itself. So ho strategos αὐτός, it's the general himself. In other words, this is an intensifier. So the general himself, or the letter itself. And just like with the attributive position, in the predicative position, this is our English word order, the general himself. So it should be pretty easy to remember that way. And then finally, if you just use it by itself, it's the pronoun. And we've already seen this in some of the readings. So αὐτόν is the accusative him, αὐτέιν, her. You won't use it by itself in the nominative. If you do see it in the nominative, it's an intensifier. So in the what we call the oblique cases, the genitive, the dative, and the accusative, it's a pronoun. So we could have αὐτού. That would be the possessive. That's the genitive, his. Or αὐτής, the genitive feminine, her. So in the attributive position, same. In the predicative position, it's self, it's an intensifier, and by itself, it's a pronoun.